3, 2, 1, action.
Hello, welcome to Two Old Ladies That Bet and Stuff, where we make sports betting fun and easy. We're here on our YouTube channel to give you our daily free plays. We like to share our betting strategy, which is little bets, $10, $20 per game, no unit plays or parlays, just trying to add to our bank each day with her beautiful mind and computer plays. We always take our heart out of the plays. We bet solely on statistics. So please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and click the bell for all the latest notifications.
Exactly. And then you can get our premium plays by going to our website at twooldladiesthatbet.com, and you can click on one of our lovely faces for the package that works best for you. And with that, you get an entry into our monthly Omaha Stakes sweepstakes, leans on every game, and if we lose, you get free plays, because we're not here to try to take anyone's money. Our goal is basically to help you, give you all the information that you need to make the plays to beat Vegas every day. So yesterday we were 1-1. Couldn't quite get it there with the old Reds. Not sure what they were doing, but decided not to show up. All right, so we got 3 more Major League Baseball games here for you today. We're going to start off with the Royals. Plus 1.5, minus 115 odds versus the Yankees. As you guys all saw, if you waited up till the late hours on our play yesterday, we had the Yankees. The Yankees pulled it out in the 11th inning. They should have won it in, say, I don't know, the 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th, innings. But anyway, they let them keep catching back up. And there's a reason for that, is because the Kansas City Chiefs, they do have, or the Kansas City Chiefs, the Kansas City Royals do have the better stat line on there.
We already got football on our minds. I mean, preseason is starting.
I know, right?
We're so
my God,
close.
I can't believe I did that.
But
anyway, here for the Royals, you have Lynch. He's 6.00 ERA, 20 Ks on the year. And then we have versus Cortez. He has no decision on 2.15, 41 Ks. But actually, if you take a look at deep down in the stats, because I looked into it to see what the Royals are up to, they do have actually more hits per game than 2 more hits per game than the Yankees, and 1 less strikeout per game for the Yankees there also. But the Yankees do have the better whip and the better bullpen, which they did not prove yesterday. So like the Royals, plus 1.5 at minus 115. And then next, we're going to go ahead and do the Braves versus the Reds.
Yeah, get rid of those stupid Reds.
Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to explain a little bit more because we've been getting feedback from you guys out there. So you can kind of maybe get a little bit more of, where we're coming from. So when the computer enters all of the information, they have the Reds winning this game. Okay, so when we put in all the information, it spits out Reds are going to win. But yet we put it through 2 different scenarios. So it also has to have a predicted score that also matches the Reds winning. So when we do the predictive score, the Reds do not win. So the score has the Braves winning 4.84 to 4.62. So it is close, but yet we're not going to take the Reds because they don't have the better predicted score. That's how we do everything that we see here. It has to pass 2 separate tests. So that's why my pick on this game would be the Braves at the plus 1.5 at minus 175 odds. But some people are saying, hey, old ladies, we don't like that big 175 odds. Well, I get that. But yet you're getting, basically you have 2 scenarios to win here. If the Braves lose by 1 and if the Braves actually win the game. So, I understand where, you have some, resistance to that minus 175 because you have to put up $35 to win 20. So I understand that. But yet we actually, do win at a pretty good clip in order to, stay ahead of the game, even if we lose those minus 175s. So basically, what I'm trying to say is I would play the minus 175. That would be my play. But if you would prefer to go ahead and take the Braves at the money line, that would also be okay too. That money line is minus 110. But for me, I would take the more opportunities to win. So that's our strategy, right? So maybe the strategy is not the same for every handicapper that's out there, but I just kind of wanted to explain this a little bit more, as we went. We're going to give you 2 options to win, even though we're risking a little bit more money to do so. And we found, based off of our testing over the years, that is a good scenario for us. We hit those minus 175 or minus 175 games with the plus 1.5 more often than not. Okay. So anyway, it's Drew Smiley for the Braves. He's 7-3, 4.5 ERA, 85 Ks, versus Sonny Gray for the Reds. He's 4-6 on the year, 4.44 ERA, 103 Ks. You do have the Reds with the better batting average and more runs, but then you have the Braves with more home runs, and then they also have that better bullpen and the better whip. And we know that pitching normally outweighs hitting. It doesn't always work that way. So our play would be the Braves plus 1.5 at minus 175 odds. But if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to make that play at all. I'm just saying, like for us, we're going to make that play today.
Yep. And we just like to share our strategy because, again, I think that's how we all learn. And
right.
Again, the goal is that we all just win money every day.
Yeah. And I always appreciate people's, feedback, because some people are like, well, I don't bet anything over minus 130. Well, that's okay. I mean, you can stick to that criteria. And that's why when you buy our premium packages, you do get to the printout of all of our scenarios for the day. So if you would prefer only to bet, something at minus 130, we're going to give you the ones that we think, are going to win. And if it hits your threshold, then you play those. But we're still going to give you our best plays and how we've bet in the past.
Based on our strategy.
All right. And then lastly, it's going to be Nationals versus the Mets. We're taking the Nationals plus 1.5 at minus 110. Now, here's the thing. This is a little bit different. So if you look on our premium side and I hand you the spreadsheet that shows you the printouts, it's going to show the Nationals upsetting the Mets today. So you could go ahead and take the Nationals plus 1.96 on the money line, or plus 200 approximately on the money line. But again, more times than not, we're not going to hit that big money line, but we will go ahead and perhaps win that game, right, at the minus 110, or we have the option if the Mets win by 1, then we still win. So how I would do this is I put $20 on the Nationals at the plus 1.5, and I throw $5 on the money line for the Nationals at the plus 200, because our scenarios have the Nationals outright pulling this upset. But again, I would give you the more options or more opportunities to win this game and give you the pick of the plus 1.5 at minus 110. So the score predictor here has the Nationals winning this game 4.24 to 4.145. So it's really, really close. And that's why I can feel pretty confident that the Nationals are going to be within, 1 or 2 runs here on this one.
Go Walgreens.
I know, right? The Washington Walgreens. But this one is Espino. I think I'm saying it right. I'm sorry if I don't. It's 3-3 for the Nationals, 3.66 ERA, 49 Ks versus Carlos Carrasco. No decision on the year, 3.24, 9 Ks. Again, you have the Mets here with the better bullpen and the whip, but otherwise the Nationals are outright just annihilating the Mets. If you look at the run line or the scores, the batting average, on base, runs, home runs, slugging, everywhere. So hopefully this information we gave you today kind of clears up a little bit so you can kind of see where we're coming from, what the scenarios are. I do appreciate all the feedback. We take all of that into consideration because that's the only way that you grow and get better.
We sit on the phone like teenagers and talk about this stuff at midnight.
I know. I'm like, we could have done this. And that's the same thing too, is everyone's like, well, why don't you play, more over-unders? And I'm like, well, I'll do more testing on our over-unders. But historically, say we hit our premium plays at like 62%. And then we usually in the past have been hitting our free plays at, say, 10 points less. So it'd be like 52%. But we've been doing a lot better as of late. We're hitting more at like 58% on the free plays. And then those over unders, we were kind of hitting more at like the 52%. So I don't want to give you something to give you a play just because the odds are there when I don't feel like it's the best play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to just move the lines around and say, hey, you know.
But again, if you want those are on the.
Those are all on the premium side.
Yep.
Right. So I just normally don't play them. And then plus over-unders are just not, they've never been my favorite.
Money, yeah.
But they've just never been my favorite thing to do for sports betting. Same with, totals for football. It's really pretty much like if I have absolutely no idea who's going to win, I'd take like an over game. You know, I mean, it's one of those, like, people usually play, I think, over-unders just to play when they can't make up their mind, just to have some action.
For the record, she is all in on the coin flip on the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, tails never fails. I mean, really. I mean, that might be the one thing that I bet based off of absolutely zero stats. But it's like,
But we love prop bets on the Super Bowl.
That's fun too. Yes, exactly. So it's like, well, Gronk's going to score a touchdown and Kelsey's going to score a touchdown. So those are easy. So yeah. So hopefully you kind of get an idea of where we're at, where we're coming from. Again, we'll recap. We're taking the Royals plus 1.5 minus 115. We're taking the Braves plus 1.5 at minus 175. If you want to throw a little money on the money line, it's minus 110. But again, that's not a play I would make because I actually have the Reds winning this game. And then, but if you don't like that minus 175, like if you don't like it, I would take the Braves and the minus 110. And then Nationals, we're taking them at the plus 0.5 minus 110. If you want to throw some money on the money line at the plus 200, that's good too. Because we've been historically pretty good on, with those big upsets. But again, it's a big upset. Those are just always hard to hit. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching. And please comment, tell us more, let us know what you think. Share your strategy. We'd love to hear it.
Yes, exactly. Because our goal is as a collective community to beat Vegas. It's just not me or you out there. It's everyone as a whole to gang up on the big dogs out there and make some money.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye.